beauty fam, today I'm going to be playing with some new makeup that I picked up. The new Milk Spray Primer, the Niji Pro Sonia G brush that I just got myself for Valentine's Day, and excitingly, the new Fenty lipsticks, Icon lipsticks. So if you're interested in seeing which colors I picked and then my review of these, then keep watching. So today I wanted to go over a couple new things that I just got this week, and some of it I've used already, and then some of it I'm going to try and play with today. The first thing I want to share with you is this is the second time I've tried this Olaplex number 8 Bond Intense Moisture Mask, and I have not used masks in a very long time, and the last time I used a mask, I think it made my hair really greasy because I have naturally oily hair. But I had heard a lot of great things about Olaplex, and when I got my hair cut a couple months ago, the stylist was saying that this is fantastic, and she thought it would be really great for my hair. I actually use it today with my hair. So what you do is you wash your hair regularly, and then at the very end, you put on 2 to 3 pumps and then put it on your wet hair and just let it sit. And so what I have pretty long, thick hair, so I did 3 pumps, and then I put it up into kind of like a bun and covered it for about 10 minutes, maybe 10 or 15 minutes, and then I rinsed it out. But I just want to show you how shiny my hair is. So I generally do not blow dry my hair because it's pretty thick and straight, so it dries fairly nicely. I just wanted to show you the level of shine this hair mask has given. And there's definitely some smell, but it's not offensive. It's not distracting, and just I can see my hair is a lot healthier. This is probably the second time I've used it, and it says to ideally use weekly for best results. Okay, I could see myself just using this once a week. I don't think I could do it more than once because my hair is pretty thick and oily at the roots, and I could just see it being a little bit too much. But if you have dry hair, this might be a good fix for you, or if you have damaged hair. So that was the first thing I wanted to share. My Beautylish order in, and you can guess what it is that I ordered this for myself for Valentine's Day. I ended up picking up the Niji Pro Sonia G brush, and this is probably like the 3rd restock that it came, and I missed the 2nd one just because I was busy. And so it comes like this, and it doesn't have any smell, but it's beautiful. Oh, it's really soft. I'd have to say this is softer than the goat hair. So I have quite a number of Sonia G brushes. And so this Sonia G brush, I had been using this for years as my bronzing brush, Sculpt 1. And I found it to be a bit too big and not as soft as I wanted it to be, but it's a beautiful brush. So let me compare this. So this is, again, the Sculpt 1. And this is the Niji Pro, and it's so soft. I think it's definitely softer than this goat hair. And of course, this has been washed out, so it's a bit broader, but this is definitely more densely packed. I can feel this is more fluffy, and this actually just feels a little bit bouncier and a little bit firmer because they're packed. They both have pinched ferrules. You can see that almost this looks a little bit thinner, but there's something about that. It's also shorter hairs. So I think this is going to be marketed, I think was marketed for gel products, gel bronzers. Niji Pro was exclusively through Beautylish, and it retails $85. And it says a fluffy handmade brush for all over powder and bronzer application. And for me, I've been looking for the perfect bronzing brush just because this area is just so sensitive. I have rosacea, and usually I find that bronzing brushes tend to either irritate or lift up my product that I have down. So I've finished half my face here. I have the NARS foundation on today. I have my eye makeup completed and my eyebrows, but I put down some contour, but I haven't used bronzer because I wanted to use this brush. And I know we're supposed to wash it before, but I just opened it and I'm on my way out of town. So it doesn't have a smell. These have velvety natural bristles that flex and adapt to your facial features, seamlessly buffing and blending without disturbing makeup underneath. And it is made of dyed and undyed Sai Coho goat hair. Not only is it a great bronzing brush in that it's targeted, right? So I'm going to show you just like kind of, it's a little bit more targeted here, versus this. For me, this is a little bit unwieldy. My face is not that big, but I could see this brush being best for people who like kind of all over bronzing, warming up one's face. And I'm not one to really do that because I'm already naturally melanated. I like to do targeted bronzing. For that bronzing brush, I think I want to try it with the Sisley powder. This Sisley bronzer is a gel, and I love this bronzer. It's one of my favorite bronzers. It is a different formula, and I think this is I think I only have 2 gel bronzers. It can be hard to pick this up just because of the gel formula. And I'm just starting to, and I went hard on this like a year ago. I was using this probably almost every day in the summer. It's beautiful for all over glow, but also targeted. And so I want to use this today. But before we do that, I want to powder down my face. The G Niji Pro and using the Sisley loose powder. And if you're interested for having me do a brush review of all the brushes I have, specifically Sonia G, let me know. Let me know if you want me to do a review. I'm happy to do that for you all. Just let me know below. So I love this G Niji brush. I think it's one of the most versatile brushes in my collection, in that it has this kind of like tip. It's I try to keep it in a pouch. I'll show you. And it's very painterly. I've actually used this almost also as a blush brush or contour bronzer. I've used it just under eye as well. And I often reach for it for powder just because it's a nice targeted brush. I like to keep this brush in the container here just so that it maintains its shape. So I want to go into this Niji Pro and then try it with this Sisley gel bronzer. And this is what it picks up. I can't really see anything, but I'm going to trust that it's picking up product. See that? It's just like, it's almost like a bronzing blush kind of color. In days that I use this, I don't even feel like I need a color for blush. And this is why this is such a popular product, that I think it'd be harder if you're a deeper skin tone to show this up, for this to show up. I think if you're medium tan to lighter, this will show up. I just wish they came out with more colors of this. So this is this side with a bronzer and this is without. So it's definitely more of a glowy bronzer. This is a beautiful brush. I can see why everyone is raving about it. It's super soft. And the only other brush I can see that I've used for bronzing that is actually softer than this is my most loved brush in my collection. And I want to pick more up of these more, but they're so expensive. And this is the Chikuhodo brush, and it's blue squirrel hair. So it just glides across the skin. It's so soft. It's softer than this, but this is up there. I would say this is the softest, and then this, because this is goat hair and this is squirrel hair. So this is the Chikuhodo. You can see how smooth it is, and this is the Niji Pro. And I would say there's definitely more bounce to this, whereas this is just glides. And so I would say this is really nice for, definitely nice for the bronzer. It's great. You know, I'm going to over bronze today just so we can see. So I'm going to take my matte Victoria Beckham 03 bronzing brush and just go into both colors, because why not? So it definitely picked up a lot. What I'm going to do is just kind of bounce, because I don't want that much, but just for the sake of the video for you to see. Beautiful. I am taking this with me this weekend. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous brush. So happy I picked that up. Definitely, definitely a gift for myself. And what else did I get? So in the Beautylish package, I got a little freebie. Let's see, sometimes this is what Beautylish is great for. They also add in kind of freebies. An Oribe conditioner for beautiful color. So I guess if you color your hair. So I do not color my hair. I'm thinking about doing it again since things are a little bit safer. I haven't colored my hair in 2 years. I used to have balayage with some like reddish highlights. In the summer I have gotten blonde tips. Let me know if you think I should color my hair again. I've had people tell me not to color because they like my black hair. But I was thinking about maybe coloring it in the next month or so. But I'll keep this. If I end up coloring my hair, I will use this. If not, I will put it in a future giveaway. First, I went to Sephora and I picked up Milk makeup, and I had heard great things about this grip set and refresh spray. I have been using the Milk primer, and I got the smaller one because I wanted to test it out. I didn't want the big one in case it didn't work out. The Hydro Gel Grip Primer. I am loving this. I'm really picky about primers. It didn't irritate my skin, and it's a close, cheaper dupe to that Sisley Double Tensor $210 primer, and this is maybe like 35 bucks. So happy with that. I think I'm still testing it out, but so far so good. I had been resistant about getting a setting spray because maybe it's just my perception. I used to use the All Nighter spray, and it's great. Works great for setting your makeup. It makes sense to set one's makeup for mask wearing. Maybe it's just in my head, I have the perception about setting spray. It feels like almost like hairspray for my face, and I just didn't like the idea of putting more things on my face. And I get a little bit like weird about that. It just felt like maybe I was putting chemicals on my face. So Milk tends to be a little bit of a cleaner brand, and so far like this did not irritate my skin, so I was happy with that. So a lot of this I think Milk is a lot of based on water and gel. So let's see, it's a shot of blue agave extract, hemp-derived cannabis seed extract, aloe, and hyaluronic acid. So lots of great things, alcohol-free. And I think that's the biggest thing. I think maybe the All Nighter had alcohol in it, and I don't like putting alcohol on my face because my rosacea and eczema. So at the end, I will spray this. I also stopped by the Chantecaille counter at Nordstrom's. They let me know they're having a 25% off sale for the Biolifting line, I think March 11th through 12th. But the SA ended up giving me some samples, these Chantecaille samples for bamboo and hibiscus exfoliating cream. So I think I've tried probably 75% of the Chantecaille skin line and makeup. So I'm going to try these and let you know how those go. The reason I really went to Sephora was to pick up this. I was really curious. I'm curious about these Fenty Icon semi-matte refillable lipsticks. So I end up, and I'll put some swatches here, insert here, and I ended up taking pictures and swatching all the colors of these Fenty Icon semi-matte lipsticks. And I went left to right on the display case. And unfortunately, as some of you know, the Sephora lighting is terrible. It is horrid in Sephora. So, I did my best given the overhead lighting that's not flattering for anybody. And I try to film in natural light. There's like no natural light in Sephora. So take the swatches for what they are. They're not in natural light. You can see my true skin color. And then in those, they look really sallow and almost green. At least wanted to see the colors in person before I decided to buy lipsticks. Last time I bought lipsticks online, it just did not end up being my favorite experience, and I returned some. So I made my way to Sephora to see these in person. In an effort to be more sustainable, the case is sold separately, and these are $12. And I just saw that they're releasing a different version than this beautiful color. Oh, it's so pretty. They're releasing a black one, and it looks really, really, really hot. So this is the case that it comes in. This is $12. You do have to buy it separately. And I saw on the Instagram feed for Fenty that you can get your name engraved. I think you have to, I think you have to order through their website. So this is the $12 refillable case. It is plastic. And so you're going to figure this out with me, how to open this. So these refillable lipsticks are priced at $20 a piece. So if you want to buy one set with one lipstick with the case, it's $32. But I just bought these a la carte piecemeal. So it comes like this, and it's this protective case so that when you're not using the lipstick, this color is Ballin Babe. And what's cool is that Rihanna said that she had them design the lipstick angle and tip to match her Cupid's bow, so that when she went in to put the lipstick on, it matched perfectly. So, you know, it's kind of cool. I like it. And, you know, this channel I have is primarily luxury beauty, but here's the thing about Fenty. I always look to see what Fenty does because they got it right with the 40 shades and set the standard. And Fenty, with their color schemes, never fail me. The quality is a little bit dodgy, but, you know, I want to support Rihanna and her business, and I think she's done a great job in pushing the envelope of what cosmetics should be going. So this next one is Scala Sista. Really beautiful color. Mauve nude. Sista is a rose nude Grill Master. So it's like a red orange. And I love the names of these colors. I want to see how these go, but I was also eyeballing the color Board Member and Flaunty Auntie. And I just love the names. She's a CEO, Major Magnet, Pose Queen, Mother Lover, and the MVP. So I just picked up 3 just to start. So you have to make sure it snaps in place. So what you do is then do this and then pull it out, but you have to make sure this is firmly attached or it's just gonna pop out. So here's the case and here's the lipstick. So this is Scala Sista. Scala Sista. And this is described as a rose nude. And so some of you know that I have some pigment underneath, but it actually covered it up pretty well. There is a slight scent. It smells a little bit like, I want to say vanilla. We'll see how it wears. I think some of you know I really don't like scent in my makeup, particularly foundation, powder, and lipsticks that's so close to the nose, but this might be tolerable, so we'll see. But that's really pretty. Scala Sista. And I'm so fascinated by her line because I just feel like she tries to be inclusive with her makeup line and defaulting on women of color, Black women, starting with deeper shades and to the middle and kind of defaulting on that instead of light, you know, and to middle and then stopping there. So her colors have never failed me. I think she just understands who her audience is. So beautiful. I love it. I did think it's beautiful. Okay, so the way it goes, I can see. So you do have to click it. So do you hear that click mechanism? And then you put that up. So this is Ballin Babe. Ballin Babe. And that's described as a mauve nude. It's super creamy. It's supposed to be a semi-matte, but it's more like a creamy matte. Can you see there's like a sheen here that looks very juicy and not dry at all, which I was worried about. So my lips are really dry right now and I was like, oh, I didn't do a lip scrub, but it's okay. I mean, there's lots of moisture in this lip color. And again, the same smell, but it's not like overly offensive. I love this color. It's a little deeper. Ballin Babe. It's pigmented enough that it covers any pigmentation I have underneath. And it's great. I have aging lips and my lips in the younger days used to be so hydrated and plump, but these don't make my lips look aged. Beautiful, beautiful. 2 for 2. I love both colors. So far, I'm loving the formula. Just really excited. This is what I thought these would be like, and it doesn't disappoint. It's Grill Master, and it's described as a maple red, but it has like an orange undertone, but we'll see. Every person's different on how these show up depending on your skin color and undertone. Beautiful. It's definitely more of an orangey red, but I'm not mad about it. It's pretty. Oranges can be a little tricky on me because of sometimes if my skin is having a breakout, but it actually, let me step out like a little bit. You can see it's looking, my skin's looking good today. So this orange red is just really, really popping with this Sisley bronzer. So beautiful. I'm going to leave it on this one so we can see. Super happy with these. And actually what I'm going to do, I'm going away this weekend. This is too bright for me, but I could see myself using the other two as like everyday lipsticks. And that's just where my preferences are leaning nowadays, to more kind of natural nude lipsticks. But I mean, for the video, it looks really nice. This one, Girl Mast'r. So finish the video with that and then put these in my go case this weekend. Okay. And then the last thing I picked up, and I won't use this today other than give you a swatch. I ended up picking up the Stunna Lip Paint Underdawg. And I've had these before. I've used the color Uncuffed and I love it. It's like this beautiful mauve-y color. I find these too drying for me. But the reason I picked this up is I was swatching these and I was talking to the essay and he's like, ooh, this is a really pretty color. And I said, yeah, for lips, or this would be great. And he's like, for eyeliner. And I'm like, that's what I was thinking. So I think that this would be really, it's a really hot color. This is great for lips. This is Underdawg. Look how beautiful that is. It's like this plummy brown. Can you see that? But it dries down matte. And what I'm hoping is that I recently bought more eye product brushes. So I'm taking a brush right here just to show you what I'm hoping to do, and hoping to use this as an eyeliner. Can you see that? Oh, that's beautiful. I'm just excited to, it's like a plummy brown. For me, it's hard to find the right plummy brown, and you can just, I wonder if I can use some of that right now, actually. Yeah, it's a quick and dirty example of what I'm trying to do. I already laid down some black eyeliner over this Dior Soft Cashmere, which runs a little bit cool and plummy, but do you see that? This is what I was trying to do. And I have some, so what I'm doing is grabbing this and just taking, but you get the idea if I'm getting close. So I want to find, I've been looking for the right color that often like reds or Bordeaux's end up being too red on my skin tone. And I'll show you an example that I picked up the Victoria Beckham Bordeaux. Okay, so that's like Bordeaux wine. And then it's a close, right? It's close. These are beautiful. The thing about these is that it's hard to get a precise line. These are more for smudging and smoky eyes. And I love clean, matte, liquid eyeliners. So I'm gonna, I just hacked that. So I just wanted to show you. It's a little messy on that side. I'm also just wanting to show you really quick what I was planning on doing. So, part of it, I should be waiting for that to dry. And now that I'm looking at this color, it's great, but it's actually, oops, not matching what I'm wearing. Okay, so I didn't even put it back in the case. I just did this. So I just put back a Ballin Babe because I think this color is more suited for this cool tone look. And this actually is probably my favorite color out of all the lipsticks. I would say this one, Scala, Sista, and then Girl Mast'r. I just know which ones I like. I'm happy with all three of the colors. I actually, depending on wear test some of these this week and see how they go, and depending how they are, I actually might pick up some more. And then let me finish up with this. So I'm gonna shake this Milk setting spray. Okay, alcohol-free, shake well. Okay, let's try it. Okay. Okay, so I'll let you know how that wears because I'm about to leave and put on a mask, and then I'll pin a comment below. That's it, folks. Thanks for playing with makeup with me today. And if you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing and commenting below. It helps my channel out. And as always, please be very kind to yourself and others and just be you. And until the next video, please take care. Thanks. Take care. Bye.